Hey y'all. Okay, that brownie was everything. I need some milk. Okay. Hey y'all. Okay, so let's get into the weekend wrap up really quickly. Oh wait, there was something I had to add on to this list that I seen on Twitter. I tweeted it so I wouldn't lose it. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Do I really? I don't think I want to talk about that. Never mind. That's not important. I mean, it's important. Apparently, Bobby Brown's wife is hospitalized. I don't know why I didn't click the link. I thought I was gonna talk about it now, but then I realized it's not really that important because I don't know who his wife is. Apparently, she's no one important. Now, if he was in the hospital, then yeah, I would talk about it. But yeah. So, anywho, on to more important pop culture news. Get into Evelyn Lasagna's. I just love calling her Evelyn Lasagna. I know her name is Lazada. I do. I know the proper spelling. I just like to say lasagna because I like lasagna. But anyway, her interview finally came out or was released on GMA with Katie Couric, some lady, one of the ladies from Good Morning America, and it was the standard domestic violence interview that was given. It was basically the same interview Rihanna gave, but it was a different person. They basically said the same thing. My fairy tale relationship is over. I still love him dearly. Um, this happened to me. I was hurt, betrayed. It's basically not to say all domestic case or all domestic violence cases are the same, but it just seemed like I was watching Rihanna's interview all over again. And no shade to Miss Lasagna because I still love her. And there was a couple of more things that came out. Apparently Chad did an interview too. I'll talk about that in a few. But yeah, forehead. Let me give y'all forehead. Okay. So forehead. What this is BTW. This is not on my forehead. Y'all know I cut my hair, so my forehead starts like right here. So I don't have like no Rihanna forehead, just in case y'all was wondering. So right here, there's a scar on Lasagna's head. You can see it visibly. Apparently, that's where she was headbutted, and apparently she was bleeding all down her face, and she had stitches. Now, here's what Mr. Ocho Cinco is saying. He said that basically they were in the altercation. He doesn't deny the altercation. He said they were close space talking and accidentally bumped heads. Now, here's my thing on the big, because accidentally I'm putting into very huge quotation marks or bunny ears for the young folk. You don't accident you can accidentally headbutt people. Trust me, I've done it before. It's happened. But to have someone headbutt to the point where they need stitches and are bleeding from their head is not an accident. No way. You have to put some force, and he got a big head. You have to put some force behind that headbutt in order to get some blood from that flesh on the top of her head. I'm just saying, y'all know I don't take sides because I was not in the back seat. I was not in the back seat. I didn't see it, but me gathering facts and thinking logically, you can't accidentally headbutt me right now and I'll start bleeding. You can't, because I've been accidentally headbutted before. I didn't bleed. It was just like, oh, I might have a little slight headache. It might go away after a few minutes, but I didn't bleed. I didn't need stitches. So yeah, that's what's going on with them too. I just think 32 days, 32. I would have never thought that Chris and Kim's marriage would be out with their 72 days. I just can't. Anywho, Nas and Kelis are allegedly back together, which I think is great. I really do. I love them two together because they're both weird, and I I still live for Kelis and her milkshake and things of that nature. And I love Nas' new song. His new video came out too. I was gonna review it, but I I was just it's a nice video though. I watched it. I just didn't do a review on it because I was over it. But It was still nice. I like the song. It's the song, if you haven't heard it, it's about Kelis basically and how he fell in love with her. And no shit, it's like they had a civil breakup, and I appreciate a civil breakup. I don't. Everything don't have to be all F that B, that N ain't S. Those are cuss words, just so y'all know. So I just wish them the best. I wish they get back together because he had her tattooed, a face tattooed on his arm. I think he covered it up, but you still, every time you look at that spot, you're gonna see that face. So I wish them the best. I wish they would get back together. Chris Brown has been alleged doing some type of, we don't know what, but he's walking around looking like the skeleton from Nightmare Before Christmas, and we're worried. We're concerned because he looks like, and I've seen a recent picture of him. He looks bad. Like he doesn't look like the same Chris Brown from shit. Let's say the exclusive Chris Brown. And I know people age and things of that nature, but aging is one thing. Being under the influence of something is another. And I believe, just from my own, up here, I believe he's on something. I don't know what he's on, whether he's sniffing NyQuil or bath salts, or if he's taking these little computer keyboard cleaners and sniffing them. I don't know, but he looks bad. He doesn't look like the Chris Brown we all know and appreciate his vocal abilities. Make that clear, and things of that nature. No shade, no shade. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna do a little silent prayer for him before I go to sleep because I don't want him to be one of those cases of a celebrity that got out of control and is down spiraling because he got too much talent. Real seriously, all jokes aside, put everything I said bad about Chris Brown on the back burner. He has way too much talent to go down in a fiery flame of all the other past celebrities who've gone down because of either alcohol or drugs or prostitution or whatever the case may be, stupid decisions. Just too much talent. So, Chris, please go talk to Jesus or Confucius, Buddha, whoever you talk to him, please. Okay, and lastly, Tameka and Usher. Y'all thought it was over. Psych. Tameka is she motioned for an appeal. Y'all know the ruling was Usher was granted primary custody of the two sons, Usher and Morocco. That's Mariah Carey's baby. Sorry. Whatever the other little baby's name is. Usher and little other baby Usher. He was granted custody, full custody, after that long, drawn out little custody battle they was having. And now she wants a retrial. And I don't know any mother who wouldn't want a retrial because for some reason there's a bond between mothers and their children that I'm not sure is possibly breakable. And to take the children away from their mother, I'm sure she wasn't having that. And I'm sure that's probably why she motioned this appeal. Because she's like, oh no, you're not going to take my children. I birthed these children. People say mothers have this outstanding connection with their children. I will never know that connection because clearly, last time I recalled, I had a ding ding. So I'm not sure what that connection is like, but I know my mother, she's crazy about her kids. So I wouldn't come for her about hers. So yeah, she's motioning for an appeal for the ruling that was set like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So they'll be going back to court again after we thought it was over. I knew this case was going to be a long, drawn out little thing. This was not going to be one of those easy custody cases. It just wasn't. Tameka just doesn't look like the type of person who's gonna let anything slide. If it don't go her way, she's gonna fight, literally and physically, for her rights. So I think that's the only we can wrap up. I'm not talking about Bobby Brown's wife. I refuse. So yes, that's it. We'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow we don't have school, which sucks. So guess what that means for you guys? We get Monday morning tea with Yolanda Adams. Whoop whoop. I know, right? I'm so excited. I haven't seen Yolanda in a while, so it's gonna be fun. And for y'all who don't know, Well, you'll see in the morning. Okay, so that's that. That's your weekend. I'm going to do something. I don't know what. All right, y'all. Peace. I want another brownie. That's what I want.